Hi everybody and welcome back to Pass the Popcorn. I'm so happy you're here and I am so excited to do today's video. We are ranking all of the Disney princess live action remakes. Whew, that's a lot. These are some of my favorite movies in the world. I am a diehard Disney remake fan. I love them. I think they're amazing. I want them to keep making them, but I want them to keep making them well. So let's talk about all the past Disney live action princess remakes, what they did right, what they didn't do right, and let's rank them together. This is your spoiler warning for the video. I am going to be talking about major details and spoilers for each movie, and we are going to be deep diving into why I am ranking that movie where it's at in this video. So, spoiler warning. I do also need to preface that Disney has made a lot of live action remakes. However, they have only done 6 live action princess remakes. And some people are thinking, 6? They've only done 6? Yes, they've only done 6 because I am not counting Maleficent as part of this remake ranking because it is not a Sleeping Beauty remake. It is a Maleficent origin story. Yes, Sleeping Beauty is in it, but it is not her story. So it's left out. And that's going to be really controversial for some people, but it has to be done. We need to get an acronym going here. Disney Princess Live Action Remake. DPLAR. Diplar. Okay, anyways. Just know if I say live action remake or Disney remake or something, I'm only talking about the princess ones in this video. Okay, so coming in at number 6 is Mulan. Mulan is my least favorite out of this list. It just wasn't great, honestly. And here's the sad thing about this movie is I thought the casting was great, sets were amazing, costumes fantastic. I'm a huge costume person. And if this movie would have been made without the title of Mulan, it would have been awesome. I definitely think it would have done a lot better. But they slapped the title Mulan on there, so I have to pit it against its animated original, and it did not live up at all, ever. Not even like, it doesn't even hold a candle to the animated movie. The animated movie of Mulan is actually my favorite. Wait, is this true? No. It is my second favorite album, like soundtrack out of any Disney movie. And they completely took all the music out. There's no Mushu. There's no fun friends at the camp. It's just terrible. The only like similarity is that like she takes her place, the place of her dad going to war. They added some mystical, magical warrior girl into it. Shen's not a part of it. It's not Mulan. It's not Mulan. So that is number 6. And coming in at number 5 is a shocker, and that is Snow White. Honestly, a lot of people are going to be very shocked by this because I know a lot of people say that this is the worst Disney live action they've ever seen. I disagree with that. I don't think it's the worst. It's not good by any means. It had a lot of interesting choices. And if you want my full review on the live action Snow White, I do have a video deep diving into that movie and my thoughts on it. So you can watch it here or here or here or here. I don't know where I'm going to put the link, but it's going to be somewhere on the screen for you to watch. You can watch that video to see my full ranking. So I'm going to keep it a little bit brief here, but just know that I didn't think it was the worst. I thought the music was amazing. Specifically the Where the Good Things Grow song, fantastic. The message of fearless, fair, brave, and true I thought was awesome. And I think if the casting would have been different for this movie and the CGI, like specifically they would have casted real dwarfs and kept the CGI a little bit more minimal, I think it could have been a knockout movie. So, bummer. But it's coming in at number 5 because I do think it's better than Mulan. Because it actually stayed a little bit truer to the Snow White story than Mulan did to the Mulan story. So I had to rank it at number 5. That might be really controversial. Tell me, do you like Mulan better than Snow White? I like Snow White. I would watch Snow White over Mulan. I've never rewatched Mulan. I have now watched Snow White twice. That's because I watched it without my husband and then I had to show it to my husband. Anyways. Okay, moving on. And number 4 is Beauty and the Beast. This is also going to come as like quite a shock to some people. Beauty and the Beast has like a cult following. But I had some issues with the live action. When I originally saw the movie, I didn't think of these issues, but then I ended up watching the animated and I was like, wait a second. This live action is so different than the animated. With the live action Beauty and the Beast, I thought it was okay. It's not the worst they've ever done, but I do feel like they took out so much heart of this movie. If you disagree with me, I will challenge you, and I would like to challenge you to go watch the animated Beauty and the Beast and immediately watch the live action right after and tell me I'm wrong. And if you do that, come back to the comment section, tell me I'm wrong, and your opinion will be totally valid. But let's talk about the heart that they removed. So after watching the animated, Belle specifically is so sweet and so tender, and I feel like a lot of times we define the Disney princesses with one characteristic or trait. Cinderella, kind. Snow White, fair. Jasmine, courageous. Like, I feel like each Disney princess, and I could be wrong on those anyways, but each Disney princess has their one characteristic. We always say Belle's is like intellectual and smart and she's a reader, right? So that's always like the trait that we project onto Belle. However, if you watch the animated Beauty and the Beast, Belle is so much more than just an intellectual. She is so feminine, kind, so giving, and brave. She has all the magical qualities of a Disney princess. And I think sometimes we force her into this box of being only intellectual. And that is how I feel Emma Watson played her. Was very intellectual, smart, and kind of strong. But she is so feminine and tender in the animated one, and she loves the Beast so much. Leaving the castle is a very difficult decision for her in the animated. In the live action, I felt like Belle could have cared less leaving the Beast. She was like, yeah, I'm a scoot out of here because I'm gonna go see my dad. So I just felt like that heart was missing from it. And some people may disagree, and that's totally, totally fine. But after watching the animated, I just couldn't like see past that. It was just crazy. And in the live action, the Beast loves her so much. So it is kind of sad that I don't feel like that is reciprocated fully to him from Belle. They also went like ultra realistic on all of the household items. Mrs. Potts, Lumiere, Cogsworth, right? They're all like super photorealistic in this. And so I know it was really controversial about Mrs. Potts' look, some of the other characters. I didn't mind it, but it did lose its charm going from animated to live action. However, the Beast Evermore song is like so good. Chef's kiss. It's so good. I love the Evermore song. I love the costumes, minus the yellow dress. The yellow dress was a little underwhelming and felt like it lacked a little bit of design. Everything felt like very like Baroque French style era, and the dress felt like 2010 prom. That's so mean. Anyways, I just felt like it was a little too simple. However, in the ball scene, I did like the way it moved and like twirled, so I had that going for it. Honestly, the best casting in this whole movie, and I feel like the redeeming quality of this whole movie, is Gaston. Luke Evans as Gaston was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Maybe I need to do a whole video of going deep diving into this because I have a lot more thoughts on this movie, and I don't feel like we have all the time to put those thoughts into this movie. So let me know if you want to deep dive into Beauty and the Beast and my very controversial opinions on it. Anyways, it's number 4 because I think there are 3 others that are better. And now getting into our top 3 Disney Princess live action remakes. Coming in at number 3 is Aladdin. And I thought Aladdin was incredible. The production value alone of this movie was like mind-blowing. The Prince Ali scene, I remember seeing that in theaters for the first time and just being like gobsmacked at the production value of this. It's amazing. I also think Mina Masood as Aladdin is as close to an animated casting as they've ever gotten. His voice sounds identical to the animated Aladdin, and I thought Naomi Scott as Jasmine was fantastic. The costumes in this movie, also phenomenal. Jasmine wears like 9 different dresses in this movie. I could be wrong on that number, but it's a very high number, and every single one is a standout. Literally, she looks stunning in all of them. But specifically, the modern take on her iconic like blue 2-piece was so good. The peacock feather cape, like the bedazzled peacock feather cape. And I love that they actually decided to make the top go all the way down and cover her midriff area. Was such a good design choice. It was just amazing. So I love this movie. It is ranked number 3, however, because there are a few things that I feel like just like knocked it down a peg. And the biggest thing for me that knocked this movie down a peg is the casting of Jafar. Jafar is so not intimidating, very childish, and he just feels very like weak to me. And Jafar in the animated is absolutely terrifying. He's kind of a little bit older. He has this like confidence, this eerie confidence to him. It's very terrifying. In the live action, he kind of seems like this whiny baby child who didn't get his way. And he's not intimidating at all, and I just really did not like him. He literally like almost ruins the movie. So I didn't love that. But this is in the top 3 because they stayed the most true to the Aladdin storyline in this live action than I think any of the others. Minus the one end scene, which I'm actually really glad they changed, because seeing Jasmine in a giant sand turner or time turner would have been really creepy. Anyways, I'm just glad they changed like the whole ending scene effects and choices. It was a good choice. But Jafar literally almost ruins the movie for me. So it's number 3. And coming in at number 2 is the movie we deep dived into last week, and that is The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid that came out in 2023. It is amazing. I literally love it. And I don't know if I like fully portrayed how much I love this movie in my deep dive, because I really dived into a lot of things that I didn't like. I didn't mean to. I think I sounded maybe a little bit negative. Hopefully I didn't. I try to always make my videos very positive. But there were a few things that I didn't like. I didn't love the casting of King Triton. I thought he played King Triton a little bit cold and controlling, not very fatherly and loving. And then I wish they would have given her more costumes, and that's like my biggest issue with the film. But Halle as Ariel is literally perfect and stunning, and I could not have cast it better. So this movie gets ranked as number 2 for me because like of that casting alone. So good. And coming in at number 1, this should be no surprise, is Cinderella, my favorite movie of all time. The best Disney live action remake, not just princess remake, like remake I think they've ever done. It's perfect and I absolutely love it. If you want to watch my deep dive into the Cinderella, I also have a video on that, and I will put that somewhere on the screen for you to see. But this is number 1. Casting, perfect. Costumes, phenomenal. No notes. It was perfect. And it really captured the Disney magic of Cinderella. All right, that is my ranking of the Disney Princess live actions. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with my picks or not? Thank you for watching this video, and I'm so excited to do a lot more. I have a lot more ranking videos, and very soon on the channel we are actually going to rank all of the dresses and costumes worn in these Disney live action remakes, and I'm really excited to do that. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it, and I will see you next week.